In this video, expect to learn the simple 3-step secret that business insiders have known for ages, but the average 9 to 5er is completely unaware of. The fundamental reason behind why most first-time entrepreneurs fail and what you can do to protect yourself from becoming a statistic that is one of the 90% businesses that fail in the first 5 years. You see, for the longest time I used to think that business was something very complicated and that I won't be able to figure it out for myself. I mean, you've probably heard the old adage that 90% of all businesses fail in the first 5 years. No wonder I was discouraged by even the thought of starting my own business. I mean, who would want to place a bet on something that had 90% chances of failing, right? But it all changed for me after I understood what business insiders have known for ages. And this is something that gave me the confidence to quit my 7-figure software engineering job and go out and start my own business. And even though it has been just a month, I mean, this is something that I remind myself on pretty much a daily basis, just to keep myself sane. So let's get into it. Okay, the best kept business secret is that business is not complicated. It is very simple. Okay, now what does that mean? What it means is that business, it looks very complicated to someone who is on the outside and who's trying to look in, but on the principle level, business is very simple and it can be summarized in just 3 steps. First, build a product or a service. Second, study sales and marketing to convey its value. And third, send traffic to the product or the service through social media, digital and physical ads, newsletters, etc. And that's all there is to it. When you have a 9 to 5 job and you see these big companies like Google, Uber, Facebook, and you see all of these moving parts, and it's natural to just think to yourself that how am I going to manage all of these things if I start my own business? But the truth is that every company operates on these 3 principles. Google, Uber, Facebook, you name it. They all have products. They all spend money and hire people to do sales and marketing for them. And they use social media and paid ads and digital ads and physical ads to send traffic to their product. And that's all you have to think about when you're starting your own business. I mean, sure, there's a lot more to it, but when you're just starting out, this is all you need to think about. You see, complexity is the enemy of execution. What does that mean? What it means is that the more complicated you make something in your mind, the less likely you are to execute it. And you see, it took me a long time to understand this. Because I have this personality where I just need a whole village to get started. I mean, I don't really believe in horoscopes, but I have noticed that if you're a Libra like me, then you probably need everything to be just right in order for you to get started. I mean, for example, even to make these videos here, I just had to have the perfect lights, the perfect microphone, the perfect background, and I just spent months and months researching and learning about editing and filming, cinematography and color grading and a bunch of other stuff. But when I finally understood the concept of complexity is the enemy of execution, I realized that I was stuck in something called productive procrastination. Productive procrastination means engaging in activities that give you a false sense of progress. I mean, the more I learned about these things, the more complicated the process of making a video became in my mind. I felt like I needed all of these things in order to make a video. But the truth is that I could have just made it with my cell phone and the light that comes in from the windows. But I didn't do that. And as I was learning, I felt like I was moving forward. I felt like I was making progress. But in truth, I wasn't, because I wasn't making any videos. I wasn't putting anything out there. And I wasted months and years doing this. So again, just remember that complexity is the enemy of execution. A business is not complex. It can be summarized in just 3 easy steps, again, which are: build a product or a service, learn sales and marketing to convey its value, and send traffic through it, send traffic to it through digital and physical ads, social media, newsletters, and a bunch of other things. But that's all there is to it. Don't make it complicated unnecessarily. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, by now you should be thinking, well, if it is so simple, then how come most entrepreneurs fail? And the answer to that is that even though the 3 steps are incredibly simple, the execution of those steps is anything but easy. And it takes a certain kind of a person to be able to execute these 3 steps. And you'll often hear venture capitalists and investors say things like they invest in founders and CEOs and not in businesses. And it's the same reason why. And if you are a first time business owner or founder, then it is absolutely essential for you to train yourself to be able to successfully carry out these steps. There are a lot of reasons why businesses fail, but I believe that one of the fundamental reasons why most first time entrepreneurs fail is a lack of proper business education and lack of self development. And this is something that separates the business insiders from those that are on the outside trying to look in. Because over the last couple of months, as I've been studying these 3 steps for myself, it has not only changed my outlook towards business, but towards life as well. And even though I'm not an expert yet, it is very clear to me why most businesses fail. And it is because business owners have blind spots too. And if you don't put in the time to learn these 3 steps, or if you don't surround yourself with people who have a eye for product, sales and marketing, and generating traffic, then your business will bleed to death. And if you are a solopreneur or a founder that is just starting out, then you should deeply immerse yourself in the study of these 3 steps as you're building your first product. Because the truth is that most first time entrepreneurs are biting off more than they can chew. And if they don't spend the time in improving themselves along the way, then they are bound to fail. You see, intellectually, a business demands you to have skills like strategic thinking, problem solving, decision making, networking, and leadership. Mentally, a business demands you to have resilience, stress management capability, ability to focus, adaptability, and a lifelong commitment to learning. And I think it was Dan Kennedy who said that the amount of money your business makes is directly proportional to the amount of stress or chaos you can tolerate. I mean, everybody says they want to be a billionaire, but can you imagine the amount of stress that someone like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos would be under on a day-to-day basis? I mean, yeah, it's insane. And everybody wants the money, but nobody wants the stress. But that's not how it works. If you want to achieve that level of success, you have to train yourself to be able to handle that kind of stress. Emotionally, a business demands you to have resilience, risk tolerance, patience, and a healthy relationship to uncertainty. And spiritually, a business demands you to have less of an ego, so that you can become detached from your business and not become one of those people who get their identity from their work. Because at the end of the day, the harsh truth is that timing and luck play a major role in the success of a business. And you could do everything just right, but still end up failing. And if you're not tapped into some higher power, some higher purpose, then bouncing back from something like that, it becomes very difficult. Okay, so all in all, it is very rare for a budding entrepreneur to have mastered all of these skills and qualities, and that makes it absolutely essential for them to study and develop them. And I'm still working on these myself, and if you're on the same journey and can resonate with this message, let me know in the comment section below. And right now I pretty much read and reply to every comment that I get, so yeah, just go ahead and do it. And if you like this video, just make sure that you hit like, and if you aren't subscribed already, do subscribe. And keep an eye out for my upcoming videos where we'll go even deeper into these topics and more. And yeah, I think that's it. See you next time. Peace.